Alright, we're just gonna jump right in. Beth knows better. I'm going to give you the first 3 or 4 sentences of this query. Agree to the disclaimer. I am asking for specific guidance into finding the right teacher / mentorship / educator path. This is directly related to my craft, my career, and personal purpose. I'm screaming at the sky for some practical guidance, and I'm seeing the signs, but I'm not seeing the message. I'm angry and frustrated and hard of hearing emotionally over this because I want to do right and good and be good. I've been asking the universe to show me something I'm not seeing or just clarify, etc., etc. I was honestly really inspired by this query. And it feels like you've been asking this before. And I asked the deck if this is something I should jump into or if this is something that I need to let you process. And I got a casket back when I asked if I should read for you. So that's the card that's the only one that's going to hit the table. I would submit to you that when we're talking about your personal purpose, it's by definition personal. There is one right path, and it's impossible to miss, because no matter where you go, there you are. I could be completely wrong, but I want to be clear that it's very easy for anyone in a divinatory or intercessional capacity to give these like read the Bible and pray or meditate on it kind of like airy BS answers, and that's not necessarily what I'm telling you to do. Most of all because it sounds like you've already heard that and it hasn't been helpful. The answer might be do as thou wilt, and thou might will to kick down doors. But I can't tell you what that will is. You know, that's something you've got to work out. And you've got to work out how much is you and how much is social conditioning, and whether there is really a you or whether you're just part of the all, and you have to figure out how to have that dance. Wherever you're at, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. I think I may have already said too much. I hope that's helpful. Rolling on to... there's an individual in here who's asking... Avid _26 D here. I'm an interior designer going through a slow work phase, really hoping for shifts soon. Would really appreciate reading on where the next project might come and how things might look professionally. Guidance or timeline would mean a lot. There's a talkative bunch further down in the stack. Y'all can't see it. The Chaos Oracle is just off screen here. I'll roll it on just because I'm vain and I want to show off. We just revamped this with a few of the cards from the latest reviews. It's almost 800 cards now. I actually took out a whole bunch at the new year because it was getting a little too fluffy. And the talkative group is here. And now they fit back a lot better in the case. We have, of course, the Tazael Tarot up here. In case we need clarifiers or more like directed type things. Oh. Oh. Lovely. Okay. So, interestingly, we have an upright magician through a crossing justice to an inverted magician. Below the one of Lucky Bubbles. It's been a while since we've seen the Lucky Bubble machine card inverted. It's a big rabbit trail about luck and magicians, and it got me thinking about Balatro again. I haven't played that game. That craze hit me and then it fell off. Anyway, avoid that rabbit hole for now. This isn't saying a whole lot about timeline. How's your network? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a business partner? Is there someone that can... it's kind of like if one falls, the other can pick them up. Or a cord of 3 strands isn't easily broken, except there's only 2 in this situation. There's no karma here, is what I'm getting. I'm going to throw some more cards on this in a second. But this through line here says you were at the helm. Just kind of like that. There's no... Don't trust the fish to just bite. Don't wait or like gamble and throw away your power. Kind of get some more. This is a very situational question here, so I'm throwing a row below to look more situationally. This is an interesting duo, inverted death. So I'm getting something left, and like maybe there was a missed opportunity, maybe just the closing of a previous contract, maybe a premature loss of a business relationship. This duo is very interesting to me because the shovel very often means like deliberate, go find the leads, go generate, but this inverted over top of, so don't dig on something that ain't getting good returns. Like if you're not getting that door-to-door salesman, get 1 yes for every 99 no's, right? If you're getting 1 yes for every 1,000 no's or 1 maybe for a large number of trying, I think what this is saying is don't put your energy where there's no return. You have to tell me what that means for your business. Or you might have to phone a friend and go, hey, am I backwards here? The Moon, Thoth Tarot, below the Magician. So bigger than you a little bit. This is kind of, to me, the Moon is very much a hold loosely type concept. Like the answer might not be rational. It might very well be intuitive. And this might be telling you, like, don't try and take this from the book. Don't try and be in command of all the elements. Like, it's gonna have to flow through and with you and not entirely from you. I don't see anything in here telling me anything about timeline. We've got a double two of cups in here. Look to who's close. They might open the world. It's hard to read on the monitor here, but this is the world from Marigold Tarot. Inverted world in your hopes, dreams, fears. Be careful that you're not... This may be an issue of manifestation as well. Let's look at that in light of the final result. Inverted exit door. Inverted universe. Lightning. This doesn't feel to me like it's a matter of holding on for the next cycle. It also doesn't feel to me like it's biblically. Some people take Song of Solomon as like this superimposed imagery of metaphysical Christ romancing the church, superimposed on man to woman, or I mean, that was the way they put it back then. Don't hit me. Romance. And there's some of that baked into the idea of the universe, where it's like a... I'm trying to be gentle on this for the sake of YouTube. It's like a lover inviting their companion. It doesn't feel like the universe is ready to invite you. I see lightning and I see power. I see the inverted door and I see like no escape. The universe is in a certain way the great metaphysical door. It's kind of like it's saying, open the door, make the door upright, don't bash your head against it. This is really fuzzy to me, to be perfectly honest. Like, I am just not getting any keys. Let me take a moment and throw my cards back in the deck. I want to give you at least some, like, angles to consider. I mean, I told you to go, find someone close and partner up, but that's like... Let's hone in on this here. Give us just a little bit of a time scale, if you will. Like, talk to me about what kind of... Yeah, I know we're picking it, but like, things are going to happen. How, like, give us kind of like the factors on things happening. Like, how long is that going to be? Fucking hell. Thank you. I hate tarot some days. Just in case you can't read this. No idea. Or more accurately, too many ideas, same as no idea. Inverted, don't spend time on it, spend time in it. And then inverted Six of Cups. In other words, don't look for a warm fuzzy. Like, the fact that this is upside down is telling me either you're getting too analytical. One of these is going to resonate. Either you're getting too analytical, meaning it's inverted because you need to spend time in it and you aren't, or you're not putting the time in and you just need to put the time in and figure it out. And that's for you to decide. I get the feeling it's probably the first one, but this may be the point where you phone a friend and figure it out, because the deck is telling me, like, timeline-wise, too many cloudy answers. Look, sir, ma'am, however you identify, honorific, we can ask whatever we want. At the end of the day, the cards are going to give it based on, the combined divinity of that energy filtering through your query and through my connection to whatever you want to call it, source, the all, the universe, the individual, what the heck. Point being, sometimes you just don't get a straight answer. So in terms of like, oh yeah, freaking September 22nd, you're going to get a new project. I can't tell you, Jack. All right. Let's hit one more, and then I'm going to call it a night. There were a lot of good queries in this thread, so I'll do my best to roll back in tomorrow night. But no promises. It's been a while since I've had a full weekend. Okay. Linzie-Lou. Your LS. You need to know if you're moving in the right direction spiritually, being pulled a couple of different ways and don't know which way to go. Know which way I'm most drawn to, but haven't fully decided. Been sensing deities reaching out to me, but told by someone that I highly respect and trust that they're too dark and not to entertain them just yet. How much fire do we play with? What will be in your best interest? Look, if we're talking about whether or not you should dip into the Goetia, or one of these, like, am I ready type questions, and especially one of these, do I trust myself or the guidance of the elders type questions, yeah. Your voice will separate you from that which does not serve and will carry you along the path. It does not look like a comfortable pursuit. So you've got an inverted pendulum, which is kind of a negative omen for divination, but it could very well reflect not knowing where to go. Inverted hole. You've been facing a little bit of mental healthiness. That's something to consider here, is because with the middle row and this middle pillar, we go King of Wands, throat chakra, death, historical. Center row being inverted Ace of Cups, Thoth, above throat chakra, above whole. This is finding your voice and not giving into a new feeling. What immediately jumps out at me at this is when I hear I want to do this, but someone tells me I'm not ready. I'm trying to find voice for a part of myself that I'm not sure the community is comfortable with or that I'm comfortable with. And the answer will always be release, which does not serve. It might be kind of, your mother doesn't need to know the details of your love life. A lot of love-based analogies today. Sorry for anyone who gets squeamish, but that's what we got. And then inverted Five of Cups here. You may think you're walking away, but the path is inevitable. Wherever you go, there you are. It's interesting to me when people say, I don't know who I am. You're conflicted. That's what you are. You are what you do. What are you doing right now? You're being conflicted. You're a conflicted person. Congratulations. There, you got your identity. Looks like you might have to go through it a little bit. So what this is kind of telling me is don't expect it to be easy, and expect to have to leave some things behind. But find your voice. I don't think the important thing now, this isn't extensive, so I'll take the liberty of ranting a little bit. After all, I gave everyone the invitation to do that in the comments, so fair exchange. I don't think it's a matter of what do I work with or not. Like, do you personify what you're addressing as Lilith or Paimon or Samael, or pick your flavor? I don't think that's the real question. I think the real question is, what within you are you trying to give voice to? How do you find that? There's a whole bunch of ways of, like, if you're trying to personify individualism. And I'm coming, again, from a Zen Discordian kind of chaos magic perspective. You could see that as, if you're someone who's in an environment that's going crazy, that might be a Saturnian energy for you. That's more restrictive. That might be a Luciferian energy for you. That might be, if you're in a place that's about no rules and hedonism, being more careful. That might be like an energy of Tippereth kind of thing, if what you really need to be yourself is balance. I want to throw a follow-up on here. Please tell us about the intentions of what's reaching out to our friend LS. It looks like it's trying to bring you peace, but it might be a humiliating process. Bear in mind, back to the romance analogy, as a great prophet method man said, not every egg is edible. Like, don't take people, entities, ideas are going to reach out to you if you, just by virtue of you having your ears open. It doesn't mean you have to acquiesce to them. It doesn't seem like they're ill-intentioned. They might just be it's like if God tells Noah to build an ark, you don't have to carry a torch for everything that reaches to you. When God tells Noah to build an ark, he doesn't really care how it makes him look to his neighbors. And sometimes you just gotta be okay looking an idiot. And sometimes, if we're talking more on the sake of, there's a smorgasbord of 72 different thought forms that you could be working with, it means pick better friends. You tell me what jumps out. Oh, I got a jumper. 4 cups. Disillusion. Maybe not seeing the forest for the trees. Maybe rejecting divinity on purpose. Cards were sassy today. It's the first time I've asked for a timeline and gotten a no idea. But, that's why I appreciate this. No two sets of readings are exactly the same. Appreciate y'all honoring me with your queries. And for those of you that I didn't get to tonight, there will be probably more of these tomorrow, if not next weekend. If y'all want more of these, more discussions, deck reviews, general rambling, I'm ramping up a bunch of these videos, so you know how to do that. Bells and subscribe buttons and all that. I'm going to go to bed. Balance and power, y'all. Wrong button. There we go.